What's up, guys? Hey, on my other post for this Navy build, one of the guys asked me for some close-up shots of the bottle opener tailpiece, and so that's going to take a little bit of explanation. I've been putting these bottle openers for tailpieces on here for a while. I've done it on I don't know, half a dozen builds, and each one's a little different because of the fact that they are not perfectly flat when you put them on the box. So it raises where the angle in relation to the bridge. And you need that angle to be as steep as you can make it so you get good downward pressure on the either license plate in this instance or cigar box if you put it on that. In the past, I've actually embedded that front screw set down into the neck a little bit to get this section closer to the box so that I would get good downward pressure. But it's a pain in the butt when you're doing that on a license plate. You got to go through the license plate, completely notching the back. It turns into a nightmare that I just didn't. I don't like doing it. It just takes so much time and effort, and a lot of times it doesn't look good when you're done. So anyways, on this one I did a little bit different. Actually, the center one you can see fit nicely on that little anchor point. The other ones I brought out through the back, and so that they're brought on those. And those lug pieces are actually one of the thickest parts of the bottle opener, so it actually turned out really nice for that. And they don't rub. That doesn't rub on the bottom side of the bottle opener. It misses it by a few thousandths. And so yeah, so there you go. So the other consideration with this is if the strings get too high, you don't get enough downward pressure on your bridge, and you end up with really high action on your strings, right? So in order to combat that, I end up doing. Let me see if I can do this without dropping my guitar. I end up doing a back angle on my neck that, let's see if I can get a better shot of it from this angle. So that's flat on that, and then you can see the neck goes down, right? So that's a back angle on the neck. And so there's a mathematical formula for the rise. So at 1 degree for each foot from the fulcrum point, you get 0.21 inches, which is just under a 1/4 inch rise. So the fulcrum point is right here. That's where your fulcrum point needs to be. So it does this. Then so you measure out whatever you need for your bridge, and it's going to get you, if you're close to 12 inches, that's going to get you close to a 1/4 inch rise, which gives you a little bit more leeway on your bridge, which gives you a little bit more leeway on your bottle opener tailpiece or any other tailpiece that you want to use. And that's one of the reasons why I do the back angles, that and it just makes for let me see if I can zoom in on this at all. It makes for good action on your strings so that you've got a really good playability. There you go. So you've got good playability when you're not using slide, and makes the guitar a little bit easier to play. The other consideration on this is, I know, listen, this is just my way of doing things. This isn't the right way. This is just my solve for the problems that I have run into. All right. So the other thing behind this is eventually I do want to start building 6-string, custom guitars, if even just for myself, not necessarily to sell. And one of the considerations for that is making it as playable as possible, right? And the way that you do that is by learning how to do this stuff. And what better way to learn how to do all of this stuff than to do it on these little giddies that we make. So anyways, that's my thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. Keep on building, keep on playing.